the World Series playoffs. Today we're going to be playing the Nationals Cardinals Game 3 of the NLDS series. This time now from St. Louis. And our starters in this one, Jordan Zimmerman and Michael Waka. Neither are yet to pitch in the playoffs yet, but the only thing we do know about the series for sure is there will be a Game 4 from St. Louis. So there will be another game tomorrow night between the Cardinals and Nationals, and then a Game 3 between the Indians and the Rangers, an elimination game for the Indians. And then King Rouse will also have Game 4 of his Pittsburgh and Los Angeles series, and also the Angels and the Red Sox will be playing Game 3 tomorrow as well. But let's go ahead and get into this one here. And lack of offense in this series, that's 100% for sure. Nobody really hitting the baseball very well. So let's see maybe if we can get some offense here, at least from our side. We don't really want any offense from their side. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and kick it out to Matt, Eric, and Steve out at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. And I'll be back after this one. Enjoy, guys.
He squeezes it, and the A's have won it. 3 consecutive years in the postseason for the Oakland A's.
With everyone standing at Dodger Stadium, Kershaw pitches. Carpenter swings and hits a drive. Right center field. It's in the gap, and it's down off the wall. Molina scores. Adams scores. Jay scores. Carpenter. He scores 3 with a double.
A look there at a sold-out crowd that's been whipped into a frenzy. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the Washington Nationals and the St. Louis Cardinals. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Harros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you can see right there that these two teams have split the first 2 games of the series, so essentially that makes this a 3-game series, and that means that winning this game is huge.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
Now taking the field, welcome your 2015 St. Louis Cardinals.
Quickly now, we'll look at the 2 guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's give you a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Washington Nationals, as their order here this afternoon will look like this. They'll match up against the MVP of the 2013 NLCS, the very difficult-to-solve right-hander Michael Waka. And the Cardinals behind him will look like this defensively. Denard Span We'll dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
And a swing and a miss as Game 3 begins with a first pitch strike, 0-1.
All right, now these guys come into Game 3 with a pretty big task ahead. They squandered that home field advantage, so now they have to get at least one of these next 2 games on the road to try to get it back to their place for a possible Game 5. Or, you know, of course, they could win Games 3 and 4 right here, but I think that's going to be awfully difficult.
And the pitch. And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. Here comes Waka on a 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the afternoon.
Well, some guys use the fastball to get to 2 strikes and then use something else to get you out. Not this guy. He works backwards here and winds up getting them with back-to-back fastballs in the end.
In now, Yunel Escobar. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
That first pitch is going to be key all night long. If he gets ahead early with the fastball, that's when he can get tough to figure out, especially with the arsenal that he has.
Here it comes. And this will be fouled away. The pitch. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Here comes the 1-2. Over for it is Hayward, but he's going to run out of room. It's a foul ball. Try again, 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2-2. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Jay comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off, and he makes the play easily.
Anthony Rendon will have his first opportunity now as it comes with the bases empty here in the top of the first. First pitch on the way. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. And Jay will take this one in, and the inning is over. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score. Now the starting lineup for the Cardinals looks like this. They'll match up here against a guy who's really come into his own, the right-hander Jordan Zimmerman. And defensively, here's how Washington will take the field behind him. John Jay will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for St. Louis, center fielder, John Jay.
Swing and a hard hit ball to second. And Escobar's throw will take care of him for the first out.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat, maybe even a half heartbeat considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Colton Wong will dig in here. Here's the first offering. First pitch here is a slider, but that's taken up and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
And you know, I think these guys come into this Game 3 feeling pretty darn good about where things stand. You know the old saying, you're going to take a split on the road if you can get it. So like we like to say, they've got that home field advantage now. And they've been a pretty good team here all season long, so the opportunity is definitely there.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Yeah, and that's a good job here to get off the mound quickly, pounce on it, and then make a good, strong throw.
Jason Hayward will get his first cuts now, and he'll do so with the bases empty and 2 away here in the first. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
This is a guy who generally stays around the strike zone. He's not going to walk a whole lot of guys, so you're going to get some pitches to hit.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground towards second. Taken there by Escobar. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Ryan Zimmerman leads things off now in the top half of the second.
First baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
Now here's the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball here, 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Fouled straight back. Now here's the pitch. Now a swing and little pop-up here right behind home plate. Pitch on the way. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. Now here it comes. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called third strike.
Here's Jason Worth, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking, I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Now the 1-2. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
Well, tough to start a game much better than this. He's run through these first 5 guys pretty easily. This is already his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Looks like he's in it for the long haul here.
Ian Desmond will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. First pitch coming. Started to go down after it. We couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground to first. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Yeah, this ball might have caught him in between hops. He might have been unsure which way to turn his glove, over or under the ball. Instead, it just goes right through him.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one.
He knows he should be out of the inning already, but he's got to pick up his defender behind him and get out of this.
Pause, now the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Oh, and you can tell by these first couple swings, he's not just looking to poke one through the right side of the infield. He's looking to put something into orbit.
He's ready now, the pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here comes another 0-2. And this is hit hard up the middle. And that's through for a base hit. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out.
Yeah, and he just couldn't put him away here with 2 strikes. He goes to the fastball, hoping to get out of the inning, but this is hit pretty hard, and now he's got a second man on base to deal with, 2 away.
Here's Nate McLouth now. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
From the stretch. Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1 and 2.
Boy, not very decisive there. And hey, it's early, but this is a big spot.
Yeah, and you need to be able to commit to what you're doing, because you're not going to do anything with a swing like that.
Big pitch here, 1 and 2. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up, ball 2.
Good job of holding up right there. That would have been the inning.
2-2 pitch on the way. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And the run will score as the Nats are off to a 1-0 lead.
That 2-out hit there makes that air loom extra large now. You got to make sure you get this next guy before this inning gets any further out of control.
Jordan Zimmerman will get a chance to swing away, and he'll have a chance to pad onto his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 away. Now here's the first pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Well, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
Comes set, now the pitch. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging the club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
He waits, now the pitch. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Only 1 in the inning for the Nationals. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Washington leads this one 1-0. Matt Adams will start things off in the bottom of the second.
Leading off for the Cardinals, first baseman number 53, Matt Adams.
And the pitch. This to the left side, and a chance to get that run right back as it's into left field for a leadoff single.
talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Yadier Molina will take his first cut to the ball game here. First pitch coming. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
It's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
He's set, now the pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
You know a guy throws hard when his changeup's at 89.
A runner at first with no outs here. The 0-2 to Molina. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
All right, guys, we're going to check this sequence out again on Show Track, but I can guarantee you he doesn't want to see it again. He's got this thing all backwards up there. He looks at the first two pitches. Those are pitches he probably should have swung at. Then he swings at the one pitch that's out of the strike zone.
Here's Matt Carpenter. Runner goes for second. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. The tag, and he is out at second.
Definitely a hit and run right there, and he's hoping to find the hole that's vacated by the shortstop covering the base. But once he fails to make contact, it's an easy out down there at second.
Now here's the pitch. Line hard. Foul. 2 out, nobody on. Now the pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, with 2 outs and nobody on, the best way to make a team pay for hitting you is to come around and score. Let's see what they can do.
Matt Holliday will get his first cuts here with 2 gone now and a runner at first. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. It'll be Denard Span to lead us off when we return. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. And there is Denard Span. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Denard Span.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And we'll start the third with a swing and a ground ball out to short. And they are not going to get him at first. He's aboard easily.
Well, the very fact that he gets to this ball, that's impressive. But there was no way he was going to be able to get enough on that throw. So that'll be scored an infield single.
Into the box now, Yunel Escobar. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. There to take it is Jay, and he's got it for the first out. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there.
If you're going to take off, you've got to be sure this ball is going to get down. And I don't know, to me, that seemed like it was going to be a fairly routine catch. So, in my mind, that becomes a very avoidable double play.
In now is Anthony Rendon. As he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. Now the pitch. Oh, and he breaks out the hook here. Good for strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Swinging a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. The next 0-2. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
That seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Now a check swing, but that's in there for strike 3 anyway, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for Washington, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Johnny Peralta makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. First pitch coming. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike, 0-1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up that inside corner, or this guy will eat you alive.
Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. Right back to the curveball and drops it in there for strike 2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. It's still on his mind.
Here it comes. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. And the leadoff man retired now in the Cardinal third.
Sometimes when you're throwing 95 miles an hour, you can make a mistake and get away with it. Here, he just can't get on top of this one and winds up popping it up.
Michael Waka will stand in for the first time here. First pitch to him. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The next pitch. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Fouled back. Here comes a 1-2. Oh, don't know how you lay off that one, but he did, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1 and 2. He started in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. Turned out to be a good take.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. Fooled him a bit as this is hit high in the air towards right center and shallow. McLeod has a long run, but he takes charge for route number 2. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. John Jay will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. Here's the first offering. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. It remains 1-0. Ryan Zimmerman will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
First baseman, Ryan Zimmerman.
And here's the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The pitch. And a curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. Ready now on 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Ready with the 2-1. And now here's a ball lifted out to center for Jay. 1 gone. So So the bases are empty with one man gone. And here's the left fielder, Jason Worth. Now the first pitch. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Here comes Waka on a 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Here comes a 2-2. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. Now another 2-2. Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Ian Desmond will try it again. He reached on an error and came around to score his first time. Here's the first pitch to him. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
Now here's the pitch. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Boy, not only are these guys not getting on base, they're not even getting off any good swings. That's the swing of a guy who's really out to sea right there.
And now a pitch on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they're on top 1-0. Colton Wong will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Second baseman, Colton.
First offering on the way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
And this is lined into left field, and the leadoff man will reach. It's a base hit.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Jason Hayward will stand in. He grounded out his first time. First pitch on the way. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. To Escobar for 1 on to first, and a big ground ball there as they turn the double play on Hayward.
Well, this ball is hit sharply, but you'll see the pitch is working its way down in the strike zone, and that's very tough to elevate. It's going to wind up being an easy double play ball.
Matt Adams will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
Here's the first offering. Ball 1.
Ball out.
Come on, Cardinals.
Here comes the 1-0. That missed. Close. It's ball 2. .2-0 on the way. Too high, and it's 3-0.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They're down 1-0. Back with Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian here as it's Wilson Ramos that gets set to lead off the Nationals half of the inning. Now the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch in the dirt, and it's strike 1.
Oh, and you cannot get caught making up your mind to swing before you even see where the pitch is going to be. I mean, I wasn't even close.
And the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Now here's the pitch. Half swing here, but it won't matter. It's strike 3 called anyway, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, they started him off with back-to-back fastballs, and then once he had that pitch time, they turned things over to the changeup, and he was just all out of whack there.
Here's Nate McLouth now. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th.
This has been the story all afternoon. They have just not been able to get on top of his fastball. Here's another pop-up to prove it.
Jordan Zimmerman will try it again, set down on strikes his first time. Now here's the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
The 1-0 pitch. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Waka delivering a 1-1. A late swing here as this is hit hard to the right side. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. 1 run on 3 hits. And no errors so far for the Nationals. This is foul right side. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Nationals gone in order, but they lead it 1-0. Yadier Molina will stand in to lead things off here. His guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
First pitch coming. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Now the 1-2 coming to Molina. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mask, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Here's Matt Carpenter. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
This is swung on and lifted down the left field line, but it'll get back into the crowd as he jumps ahead of him now, 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there, 2 away.
And they took him right up the elevator shaft on these 3 pitches. I mean, you could chart where they are. First one low, second one about belt high, and then the third one up around the letters. 3 different locations, each yielding the same result.
Matt Holliday standing in now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
The 1-0 home. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Pitch on the way. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They still trail 1-0. Denard Span will stand in, and he'll lead off in the Washington 6th.
Center fielder, number 2.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. First pitch coming. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
Here's the pitch. On a swing and a miss, and that wasn't exactly the most convincing at-bat of the afternoon as he's gone on 3 pitches, 1 away.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Yunel Escobar will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. Now here's the first pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. The pitch. Now a ball hit hard toward first. And that's a fair ball as this one will get down the line.
And you know, that's what they needed. It's just a 1-out single, nothing too amazing. But now at least you get that guy into the stretch and maybe give your guys a little hope up there.
Anthony Rendon will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time.
Okay, pitch down.
First pitch coming. Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1.
And if he's had any postseason jitters, he hasn't shown them to me.
No, he's been outstanding so far.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Look into Molina, now the 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
Well, that'll be a frustrating at-bat for him. He's got to be thinking he let one get away there because, that's a pitch he should have been able to handle.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first offering. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. Comes set, now the pitch. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. He's ready, now the pitch. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The right-hander deals on 1 and 2. Oh, this ball's laced, and it's going to get down into the right center field gap. Here comes Escobar heading for the plate. And the runner will score from first.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Here's Jason Worth. As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat, it's strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. He's ready now. The pitch. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. Hayward will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Nats get a run on the Zimmerman double. On to the bottom of the 6th. It's 2-0 Washington. Johnny Peralta will come forward now to start out their half of the 6th, and they've found it rough sailing against this starter so far as he's yielded just 2 hits through the first 5.
Not too many hard hit balls there either. He's had them off balance all game.
First pitch to him. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And Escobar's throw will take care of him for the first out.
Well, this is one of those situations where his guys got him the lead early on, and he's been in complete control ever since. I mean, he's barely been threatened out there.
Peter Borges will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
This ball will be chopped foul. 1 out, nobody on. Now the pitch. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. I'll tell you, he's already hit 1 guy. He is not afraid to work inside.
No, and as much as I hate to say it, pitchers have just as much right to the inside part of the plate as you do.
And he missed with it up and in to even things at 2-2.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Here he comes on 2-2. Has to fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. The 2-2 one more time. Got him.
And here in these middle innings, they just haven't been able to get anything going against him out there. That's 7 in a row now. He's set down to here in the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
John Jay will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And here's the first pitch. Big, slow breaking ball that drops in for a strike to start him out. It's 0-1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Here it comes. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Now the pitch. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Yeah, and on 1-2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
The 2-2. Grounded foul off to the left, so they'll do it again. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Another try at 2-2. Swing and a liner toward right center. And Jay's on base. He's got a base hit.
And they're able to keep the inning alive as you check out the numbers on his performance so far. That's just the 3rd hit he's allowed to this point. He's been pretty much in control the whole way.
Colton Wong will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his 2nd plate appearance. First pitch to him. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Fastball called for strike 2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
From the belt, the pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cardinals. They're still down. It's 2-0. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6.
Your attention, please.
New pitcher coming on, and it looks to be the right-hander Matt Belisle. Ian Desmond will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point. And this is fouled back and out of play. And now a pitch on the way. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now, down 0-2.
You got to be a little more restrained here leading off an inning. It's a big run if you can get on base, and you don't want to give away an opportunity by chasing bad pitches.
That's toward the gap in right center, and he may get himself extra bases here to start the inning. Heading for second is Desmond. And a good bounce back from 0-2. It's a leadoff double.
Right center field. This is a fastball, and he just slashes this thing the other way into the gap. No real chance for the outfielders to cut that one off, and he's going to wind up on second with a leadoff double.
Wilson Ramos will step in with a big opportunity to get that insurance run home from second. Now the first pitch. And he puts a pretty good jolt into this one, high and deep to center. Jay has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. And he is in there.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with one away. Now if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
So a runner stands at third. One man is out, and digging in the left-handed hitter Nate McLeod. First pitch on the way. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball one.
If he would have swung at that, you would have never heard the end of it.
Let's get him out.
The 1-0. Now a check swing here and a little looper. Under it is Wong, and there are two away now.
Well, that's a disappointing at-bat right there with one out. He got it airborne all right, but he winds up hitting it straight up in the air, and as a result, he can't pick up that runner from third base.
Standing in now, Jordan Zimmerman. He'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and the lead will swell to 3 now in the 7th inning.
Helping his own cause right there, and no need to wait for the RBI guys to drive him in. He says, you know what? I can be an RBI guy too. That's a great at-bat right there, and that drives in a run.
Denard Span will try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. First offering on the way. Swing and a liner, but foul. A runner on first with 2 away. From the stretch. Well hit high in the air and deep to center field. And Jay will take this one in, and the inning is over. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. On to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here in St. Louis. The Nationals lead it 3-0. Jason Hayward will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Now the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all. And when he has, they've been out of the zone.
Now here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And that's going to land foul. Swing and a liner. But this will be a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. Had him off balance a bit as this is skied into short left center. There to take it is Desmond, and that's the first out.
You take a look there at the line from our starter. I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
Matt Adams will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far. Here's the first offering. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
Now he turns on a fastball here and sends it to deep right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Just their 4th hit of the ball game, but this is one of the better swings they've had all game long, and winds up going for a double.
Yadier Molina will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
First pitch coming. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. 1 out and a runner on second base. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third. So they're runners at the corners now with 1 away.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Matt Carpenter will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Now here's the first pitch. And a fastball is in there for strike 1. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Good changeup, and it's 0-2.
Now the Cardinals are looking for that one key hit to maybe change their fortunes.
Comes set. Now the pitch. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
I tell you, that was not an easy take.
It sure wasn't, especially when you've got to protect on an 0-2 count.
1-2. Inside for a ball, so he misses with 2 straight here, and it's back to 2-2. Where do you go from here?
I think he's set up for something off speed. If you can put that changeup below his knees, you won't come within a foot of it.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. Not a good time for a strikeout at all.
Matt Holliday will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. First pitch coming. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And that'll score the run from third. And don't look now, but the lead's cut to 2 here.
Boy, I'll tell you, these are the scary ones for a pitcher. This is going to give you a pretty good angle right here because this ball is hit so hard, and it's just about right at him. I mean, there's no time to do anything out there. He's pretty lucky that one didn't get him because he would have taken his head off.
Here's Johnny Peralta now. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Hands held high by Peralta. Now the pitch. Good swing there by Peralta, but he comes up empty. 0-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency happened.
As a look, now the pitch. Now a swing, and he popped him up. And no ordinary pop-up at that. This is way up there. And McLeod will make the play, and that ends the inning. Cards forced to settle for 1. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Nationals on top, 3-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Steve Cishek will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Batting in the 8th spot, number 34, Steve Cishek. Now playing shortstop and batting in the 9th spot, number 15.
Yunel Escobar will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Leading off for the Nationals, second baseman, Yunel Escobar.
Now a swing, and wouldn't you know it, here's a ground ball to the guy fresh into the ball game out at short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Well, that's pretty nice. You come into a ball game, you throw one slider, and you get yourself an out. Now that'll help you settle right into the game.
Anthony Rendon will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. First pitch coming. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 1-0. 1-0 pitch is his slider, swung on and missed, 1-1. Look into Molina, now the 1-1. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. And Holliday's got this one, and there are 2 gone. Visiting Nationals holding the lead here in the 8th as you get a look at our line score to this point in the game. Ryan Zimmerman will dig in. He doubled home a run last time around. Now here's the first pitch. Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Here's the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. 8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Now here's the pitch. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air to right field. Hayward is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Juan Herrera will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. First pitch to him. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Line foul up and over the Cardinal dugout. Now here it comes. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
The 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
The 2-2 coming. Full count. 3-2.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
Full count pitch on its way. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
This is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
In now is John Jay, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Now the pitch. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. And the pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 with 1 away. And a bouncing ball, foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He'll try again. 1-2. 1-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And Span will haul this one away for route number 2.
And really, from what we've seen here so far this afternoon, balls just don't seem to have a whole lot of carry to them. And this was another example right there.
Colton Wong will stand in as they're quickly down to their final 4 outs tonight. Here's the first offering. And a first pitch slider is right there for strike 1.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup. So you can't let your guard down.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Pitch on the way. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Cardinals. Score holds, it's 3-1. Jason Worth will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th.
Left fielder, Jason Worth.
And here's the first pitch. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for route number 1. Ian Desmond will step in. He doubled and later scored his last time. Now the first pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. Throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
The pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. And now a pitch on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw just does beat him to the bag as that was pretty close.
Well, they're hitting him, I guess, but they're just not making solid contact. Here's another easy out. He's just had his way with these guys since coming in here.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a line drive to left. And that's down in front of Holiday for a base hit.
And they're keeping the pressure on, even with the 2-run lead here in the ninth. Well, they'd love to increase their lead a bit before they take it to the bottom of the ninth. That's for sure.
Nate McLeod will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on the way. And that's cut on and missed, 0-1. You have to figure that sinker is going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up.
He's set, now the pitch. And he pulls it to deep right field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Nationals leave 1. As the lead remains 3-1. Jason Hayward will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Save situation coming up now as they'll hand the ball over to the right-hander Drew Storen to try to get the final 3 outs.
Number 22, Drew Storen.
Jason Hayward will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Now for the Cardinals, from right fielder number 22, Jason Hayward.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
Here it comes. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Yeah, going right back to the sinker right there, and why not? See if he's going to chase it again.
Here's the 2-2 offering. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. And Escobar's throw will take care of him for the first out.
The first baseman, number 32,
Matt Adams will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. First offering on the way. First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. One 1-0 on the way. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. It's a ball and a strike. 1-1 on the way. That's popped up now towards short right field. Escobar is there, and there are 2 men gone now.
Everything's going according to plan here in the bottom of the ninth. Just an out away from wrapping this one up.
Yadier Molina is the last chance now with 2 out here in the ninth. Now the first pitch. Now he chops at a sinker here as this one's top foul off to the right. 2 out, nobody on. Pitch on the way. Hit hard but foul over the Cardinal dugout. The 0-2 to Molina. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Yeah, you know, this game kind of felt like it could have been played back in 1968. Very well played, very low scoring, very quick game, too. I'll tell you, I could go for a few more of these this year. That'd be okay by me.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and prove your mettle. I think his performance here was by far the big key to this ballgame.
So that's a wrap here this afternoon. For EK, Psycho, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com. Washington is victorious in this one, 3-1. So long from St. Louis.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Washington Nationals, 3 runs on 8 hits. No errors.
All right, guys. Allows only 1 run, and they move up in this series now 2-1, with the chance to take this series in the next game. With Max Scherzer pitching against Adam Wainwright, that is kind of up in the air at this point. I'm not sure what Scherzer's level of readiness will be for that game, but we will see. If not him, it'll end up being Gio Gonzalez. But a big game, a big win here. You win Game 3 in a series, and you're doing pretty good. No matter if it's a 5-game or a 7-game series, Game 3 is one of the most important games you'll play. Because you could either be up 2-1, down 3-0, up 3-0 in a 7-game set, or up 2-1 on the verge of eliminating the other team in a 5-game set. So a big win here for the Nationals. Finally was able to get a little bit of offense out of them. A little bit of offense. Not a lot of offense, but enough to at least be able to breathe a little bit easier and not have to sit there and try and win the game in the 9th inning. But that's going to go ahead and do it for this episode, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow us here on YouTube at Life of Raw Sports Gaming Network, as well on Twitch at Life of Raw Sports Gaming. And then also don't forget to give us a follow on Twitter as well. Keep up to date with everything going on with us here. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Big Dub 7, and you guys be sure to keep it real.